Glad you could join me today. My name is Veronica and this is my channel, I Was Made for the Nomad Life. I hope you take a few moments to view my previous video. I'll put a link up top. Last year, I decided that I was going to throw everything that I had in my car, all of my belongings, and move 800 miles away from everything I had ever known in beautiful western Kentucky and come to Central Florida. Why did I do that? Well, I have family here. I have a dad, and my daughter and her family are here. But why did I leave everything I'd ever known? Because I was raised in western Kentucky. I will discuss that in future videos, and I hope you will join me. I have always felt the tug of a nomad lifestyle. I've always felt it coming at me. I've always wanted to be a nomad, but I've always had family responsibilities and obligations. And I do not regret it, not one moment. I raised my children, and I sat at my mother's bedside. Well, my children are since grown with families of their own, then doing their own thing, and my mother is departed from us now. So now my nomadic lifestyle is closer at hand than ever before. I can actually start the planning and preparations. Yes, I plan by next year being on the road. So, but until then, I still have a daily life to live, and I will bring you along with that. No, I'm not going to record every mundane moment of my life. I won't show me eating hamburgers and hot dogs or doing dishes or whatever. Now, if there is something that is noteworthy or worthy of mention, I will. Such as the other night, Tuesday night, we went to a restaurant for my son-in-law's birthday. He chose Garcia's in DeLand, Florida. That is an awesome restaurant. Authentic Mexican food, delicious, and massive amounts of food for the price you're paying. So if you remember that, take note if you're in that area. DeLand, Garcia's in DeLand, Florida. But anyway, I do a lot of projects around my camper, and I'd like to show those to you. I recently purchased a '99 Starcraft Venture pop-up camper. It needed repairs. I only paid $600 for it. I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. They weren't too much above my physical abilities. There are a few things which are on the table for next year to repair. I'd like to show this to you. There are several parks in this area. I live in a very beautiful part of Central Florida. And there are many parks around here. I like to walk and I like to talk. So what I thought I'd do is I would combine all of that and create a segment called Random Ramblings. Okay, this is an invitation to all my viewers that if there is something that you would like for me to ramble about, put it in the comment section below. Okay, and I would please ask your respect that we do not talk about politics and religion. It's just too hot of a subject. There are many other forums and many other venues that you could go to for that discussion. I've noticed in a lot of comments I have read on various places, social media, YouTube, etc., when politics is brought into the conversation, it blows up and it just becomes explosive. It becomes threatening and people get disrespectful and rude. I just, if I appreciate your passion. I do. I respect that. But please take your passion for politics to another venue, to somewhere else. And I'm sorry. I would feel responsible if one of my viewers made a statement, just a innocent statement that might have a political connotation to it, and someone else jump on them and just eat them alive over it. I've seen it happen too many times. So let's just talk about, I have some subjects that I like to talk about. Life in our 50s or 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever age you are. I have some things that I'm concerned about in my age range that I'd like to discuss because personally, there were no females in my family that went through the things that I went through naturally. So, someone I could talk to would be nice. Let's talk about tools, regardless of what you live in, how you choose to live, you need an arsenal of tools. What are they? Okay? If you live in a bricks and sticks, you still need some tools. You need screwdrivers and a hammer. You need certain things in your home. Well, as mobile dwellers, we need certain tools in our homes. And depending on what style of dwelling that you are living in, to determine what kind of tools you need. Let's talk about waste management. No, not your belt size. I'm talking about number 1 and number 2. Yeah, let's talk about that. What method are you using? What did you decide to use? I've chosen my method, which I have found remarkable. I have tested it out and found it flawless. Let's discuss that. How did I decide? What made me decide? What happened that I chose to pack up everything I knew or everything I had and leave everything I had known and travel so far away from it? Well, what happened? I'll discuss it. There are a few things I have planned for this channel. For one, social media. I plan on associating my channel with several social media outlets. Okay, Facebook for sure. Twitter, I'm going to have to learn about because I know nothing about Twitter. Instagram, those types of media. So, I have a email address. You can contact me there. I'm thinking, depending on the growth of my channel, of building a website. So, all right. Now, one subject I'd like to talk about right now is, I keep hearing and seeing these YouTubers talk about, there's no time like the present. Get out there, pack up your stuff and leave. Don't wait. Just get up. Well, you know what? Most of them sold their $100,000 homes or, had money in the bank or whatever. I don't. Right now I'm in school and I don't have an income. So for me to just pack up and hit out and travel it's a ludicrous idea. It is just, I would die in 3 days of starvation or exposure or whatever. I have to make planning. I'm not retired. I do not have a monthly income. I'm not disabled. I don't qualify for any monthly benefits. I have to support myself. I will have to support myself. So, over the last few years, I knew that this was going to come. I knew that this was going to happen eventually. So I did make plans. Okay. Well, yeah, it would be nice to be debt-free. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to be debt-free. I have no homes to sell to get me out of debt. I had to invest a big chunk of money in an education. Okay. I knew that I was going to be a nomad. My life was going to be mobile. So what career choice could I make myself in order to accommodate that lifestyle? So, well, I had tried a year of IT. That didn't work out. I learned a lot, websites for one, but it's way over my head. I'm not too old to admit that. Yes, it's way over my head. Well, what was the next best choice? Medical records specialist. I chose to become a medical biller and coder. So that's what I'm in school for right now. And I graduate. I get my certificate in a couple of months, and I will have to go to work. And that's fine. That's what I work for. That's what I'm spending so much time doing and going to school. So I will be and I know it's going to be a step by step, one foot in front of the other. I've always said that, one foot in front of the other. And I know a remote position is something that I'm going to have to work towards, which is okay with me. I also have Plan B, which right now I'm not ready to discuss that, but I also have a Plan B just in case the medical billing and coding does not work out, or something unfortunate happens. I have a Plan B. And yeah, I'll discuss it in further episodes. I will. So, without further ado, if you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up. I'm not too sensitive. You can give them a thumbs down if you don't like them. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. Until next time, it's been a pleasure. I thank you again for joining me today. Most of my videos will not be this long, maybe around this area of length. My random ramblings, yes, they'll probably be longer. But I don't want to bore you. So, but anyway, until the next time, I hope that you stay safe, be kind, and it's been a pleasure.